What is going on to you Scorpios out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. Smash that like button. Make sure that this video gets at least 150 likes. Um, oh yeah, go ahead. There's a link in the comment section below called the Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website which has all the ways to be able to financially support the channel. So I can most definitely keep the channel going. I have everything from private tarot readings, birth chart readings. If you need help understanding the tarot, I could go ahead and teach you with that too. Also, the books that I have that are on Amazon, go ahead and check those out in case you want to know how to understand to be in a relationship better, right? Because some people don't know how to be in relationships. So I wrote a book on that called Love Pays the Bills. Go ahead and check that out on Amazon. Thank you. So for you Scorpios, you have the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and then you have the Page of Pentacles right here. So the situation for you, Scorpios, excuse me, right, is the Eight of Wands, right, and the Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles represents you Scorpios. You're not going to be holding back. I'm seeing that you Scorpios are really understanding who it is that you are more. You're having a dark night of the soul. And one of the things that you Scorpios are starting to realize is there's no real point in trying to allow other people to shame you, right? Because I was checking out a video, right, a few days ago. And long story short, I think it's by the name called Psych Hack. And in one of the videos, Psych Hack was talking about how, you know, when you choose to live your life the way that you want to, even if it's not necessarily harming other people, a lot of other people will catch offense to it because of the fact that you are not walking along the same laid out path for you. And it's the same thing for you Scorpios. A lot of you Scorpios, you had a dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul is the other aspects of yourself that you are choosing to ignore. So a lot of you Scorpios have realized that the Eight of Wands, right, the Knight of Cups, you want someone that's into you just as much as you are into them. You don't want to have to go through this adored and adoree, the person who's adoring and the person who is not really so interested in like that. Personally, the way that people talk about relationships, their understanding of relationships is off. And it seems to me like they really just saying some stuff because it gets clicks and views, because it sounds to me like it's rage bait. Like, what kind of a self-respecting like you know what I'm saying? Like, these relationships are very transactional nowadays. One person has to do the adoring while the other person has to sit back and make an effort as well, but also not really like that person too much like that. You know what I mean? It sounds to me like this is just rage bait. This is just individuals trying to get you upset over saying some crazy goofiness. They throwing some stuff at the wall and they hope that it sticks and that they go viral and hope other people share the video and all this other crap. And the situation for you Scorpios is that you Scorpios realize that ultimately that's not really the best way for you to go. A lot of you Scorpios are realizing that you want someone that's just as interested in you as you are in them. You know, they don't have to express it to you the same intense way of, like, you know, you Scorpios, stuff like this, but they definitely do have to show you that they do like you, right? But just show you that they like you in their own unique way. And the thing about it is that the Page of Pentacles now represents, now that you Scorpios have an understanding of yourself more, you had that dark night of the soul, that puts you in a better position. And this is what I mean when I said it puts you in a better position, because that's what the dark night of the soul is about. The dark night of the soul is about, like, coming into communication with yourself, and that it's basically about integrating and taking in or allowing in aspects of yourself that was once in the outer realm, in the outer universe. In other words, something that you seek, that you seeked in other people, but also something that you You know what I'm saying? That like you looked at like not a part of yourself, but you have to understand that it is in order for you to be a more well-rounded person, right? So in other words, an element of this, an example of this is like, me coming to the realization years ago, but me coming to the realization like in 2020 that I really don't want to talk to. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like even someone who I'm going out with, I don't want to talk to them every single day. And it's not anything personal, it's just, you know, like I feel smothered sometimes because I'm trying to be a better individual. And if a person doesn't respect, in particular, if a person doesn't respect my personal boundaries, it's going to be difficult for me to really see myself with them over a long period of time, because they won't let me catch a break and have me just chill out for a day or two, and to actually come to the conclusion of if I want this relationship to continue to be in it, right? And handle my business and other things, stuff like this. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Repetition, a lot of the times, especially in the modern day era like today, repetition is a recipe for disaster, because repetition breeds contempt. So many people, everybody's trying to act like a boss, or I should say, so many people are trying to act like bosses, but you have a lot of impersonators and frauds, and some, you know what I mean? So the point that I'm trying to make here with that is the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Swords is all about how, so a lot of you Scorpios, now that you understand that about yourselves, that is a good thing, because now you Scorpios have a better understanding of what you want. You're looking for someone that actually is interested in you just as much as you are interested in them. They want to make an effort, put an effort in, and will pay for like dates and stuff like this. Not necessarily that way in particular, but can find different ways to show you that they like you. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, this is what romance is about. This is why it is that you could be as romantic as all get out. If you do the same stuff, right, after a while, right, to people, it gets boring, right? So the person who's receiving it gets boring. You may even get a little bit bored because it's routine. So what keeps spontaneous, what keeps romantic gestures romantic and interesting is spontaneity. Not the same things, not all around at the same time. But this is what it is I'm talking about, right? Like Valentine's Day, right? It's a good thing if a person would want to do something special for you and it just so happened to fall on that occasion of Valentine's Day. But you trying to oblige the person, right? I'm not saying you, but I'm saying in a general sense. A person who's trying to oblige the other person to do something every single year for Valentine's Day, it's the romance is actually finished on that, because you trying to force the person to be romantic. It's like, that's not going, how is that going to work? So now the Ten of Cups now and the Seven of Swords represents a lot of you Scorpios understand that you're not just going to be so head over heels rushing in trying to be romantic for every single last person. You're going to have to actually give them a chance, feel them out a little bit before you decide to do anything romantic. Now you Scorpios are learning from your lessons. Now you Scorpios are starting to integrate correctly, mix correctly the light and the dark in you. That's what I'm talking about, because everybody has light and darkness in them. Only an idiot or a person who's running game trying to get you for something is going to try to make it seem like it's all light. This is why it is I say that I'm a dark magician. You got so many light workers, and I'm no disrespect to light workers, but the light workers don't even understand that the transition that they are supposed to make, eventually they are supposed to make and face and make amends with their own darkness within themselves in order to be more well-rounded light workers overall. So they're not going to be able to understand that, right? So now the Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands now is about how, oh, these notifications, my bad. All these notifications popping up. But anyway, the Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands now represents how it is that, yes, you Scorpios, your standards have raised. A lot of you Scorpios realize that what it is that part of the problem that you are having is you Scorpios were trying to get to know some people, and maybe they were very physically attractive. But one of the things that you Scorpios realized that you were doing wrong is you realize that you cannot be in a situation with someone who just looks good, but their character stinks. You're raising the bar in the sense that you have to be physically attracted to them, of course, but the person also needs to have character that comes with that as well. So in other words, the person doesn't have to be this absolutely stunning character, this stunning, magnificently beautiful, down to their bones individual. But at the same time, the person does have to look a certain amount of attractiveness, but at the same time, of course, the person has to have character as well. That's how you're raising the bar. And the Star card and the King of Pentacles represents, if you can get that, I'm saying that you Scorpios will actually be loyal to them and be in a monogamous relationship and hold on to them long term. Because you Scorpios, I just did Cancer Crabs, you Scorpios understand how difficult it is and that the grass is not greener trying to play all these games. Like those people who try to be in polygamous relationships, right? Spiritual polygamous relationships, they haven't technically gone down to the courthouse and put multiple names on a marriage certificate, but they have all made an agreement that they are together, and they are in committed relationships with one another, right? Polygamy like that. And you're not one of those. Some of you might be, but a lot of you realize that, people who play games like that, right? That's how they mess their relationship up. Because they mess their relationship up being monogamous, and they try to they think that they slick, trying to bring someone else into the fold. And the next thing they know, they end up messing it up. No, you Scorpios are planning on most definitely keeping these individuals around because you Scorpios actually want to only be with this individual. I see that you Scorpios are looking at relationships like you just couldn't be, like polygamy for a lot of you would probably be out of the question. You Scorpios probably don't even have like the desire to want to be in that, because for you Scorpios, you're probably thinking like you way too busy. You like, you like to sometimes have your own concurrent independence and free time a little bit to go hang out with your friends and do the things that you want to do. So it's like for you to be having like 2-3 different individuals, right? Polyandry or polygamy. I just see a lot of you Scorpios looking at it like, yo, that's way too much. That's too time consuming. And I most definitely agree with you. That's why like for me, I don't even get down with the whole polygamy thing too, because you know what I'm saying? I don't even get down with the polygamy thing. Like I'm playing the field trying to get to know multiple people. But at the same time, if I could find one individual that I rock with like that, then it'll be a monogamous thing. But you know what I'm saying? Polygamy, for me, nah. I got way too much stuff going on. I'm over here. I got pets. You know what I'm saying? I got pets. I'm taking care of my mom. I'm building my business up on YouTube here. I'm investing in the stock market. I'm putting money. I ain't got that kind of time to be doing this type of nonsense with somebody going back and forth. Then when we argue, no way. Then I got 2 or 3 different. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Anyway, the Page of Cups now is about, that is a nightmare. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. if you ask me. But anyway, the Page of Cups now represents, the Page of Cups represents, that would make you Scorpios the happiest Scorpios in the world if you could find someone where you and this person actually, this is what you Scorpios wanted. Someone that's physically attractive, you find physically attractive, that is, in particular, has the character to go along with it, can respect the fact that, you know, some of you Scorpios need your quality time to breathe. Page of Cups, that will put you over the moon. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Three of Wands, King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Emperor, Two of Swords. Yeah, you know, and you're looking high and low is what I'm seeing for a lot of you Scorpios. You're open, you know, you're legitimately trying to find somebody, which is good for you. The King of Pentacles, you're remaining calm, you're not rushing it, you're not getting desperate, you're not trying to find anybody. The Nine of Wands and the Emperor, and that's what's messing up some people who are trying to come to you right now, that's trying to pull the wool over your eyes and get you to be distracted with what they may have got going on. You have some people that you may be getting to know, maybe even if you're not necessarily getting to know some people, but you Scorpios are focused, is the point that I'm trying to make. Y'all realize that y'all are not going to get distracted by a person's body or the thrills that you get with this person, how exciting they can be. The Two of Swords, you're looking to see the longevity of a relationship. You're looking to see how far you and this person can go. And the Two of Swords, you Scorpios are applying too much pressure. And what I mean by that is, when you start talking about patience, that's going to kind of crumble some of these fake people who are trying to have these interactions with you, where they're just trying to come in and, you know, kick their feet up and make a comfortable spot in your home, or you know, or call themselves, you know, so whatever, you know. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace. Uh-oh.